of the community did all of this.
And I appreciate it so much. It's beautiful. It's very beautiful. It's one way for me to explain to my daughter about what happened. So I'm very grateful for everybody.
How are you holding up?
The best I can. I went from the mother of three. Well, I'm still the mother of three, but now I only have one living child that, I have to stay strong for. So that's, yeah.
Mother's Day, you were telling me the boys were...
They were supposed to come home Mother's Day. They come Friday, and I was going to pick them up Mother's Day afternoon, and we were going to celebrate us, but I didn't get that. But it's okay, I still have one child alive, but I always will have 3 kids.
Tell us about your kids.
Oh.
And Charlie? Jabari just had a birthday.
They were my babies. They were my babies. My boys were mama's boys, both of them. Jabari was my talkative boy. He was happy. He loved to tell mommy everything. Every day when he got off the bus, he would tell me how his day in school was. He loved school. He loved Roblox. He thought he was the man of the house because he always had the TV remote in his hand. And Charlie was my baby, my last that I had at 36 years old. Oh, Lord.
I know everybody have all, obviously this was a tragic crash and you talked about, but how are you, do you forgive the driver? Like, tell me what people have all the
I don't hold animosity to anyone. I'm hurt, but at the end of the day, anger is not gonna bring my kids back. They're still gone. I'm still gonna suffer. Family lives have changed. There's me being angry, me being mad is not gonna change about what happened. So there's really no point, and it's not gonna make me feel any better.
How do you plan on celebrating Mother's Day from here on out?
I don't think I'll ever celebrate Mother's Day. I'll celebrate my mother, because she's my mother, and I don't even know if she'll want to celebrate Mother's Day, because Jabari was her baby. They celebrated the same month of birth. So
And Jabari just had a birthday.
he just turned 10, May 4th. And he was re-celebrating his birthday with his dad. So honestly, what keeps me going, that on the last day of their life, they spent the time with the man that loved them. They had fun with the man that loved them and the lady I called grandma. So that's what keeps me going, that I know that they didn't suffer and that they died together, because they were always together, oldest and young. They fought like siblings, but they was brothers.
You talked to me on the phone, you talked about how Largo is such a community. You live in Weston Chapel, but this is a community. Since we've gone here, we've seen people come in and out. I just talked to a woman who was there who said she doesn't know you, but she wants to offer her condolences. How does that kind of help you get through and knowing this whole street has your back?
Because this is where I'm from. Pinellas County is the city of my birth, the city of my kids' birth. I live in Wesley Chapel, but this is my home. This is where I grew up. I graduated from Clearwater High. This was always going to be my place of birth, my place of season. And I know how my county is. They're always going to show support when a time of need and a time of want. So,
is there anything you would like to change about this road, or just tell people about wearing your seatbelts? Just any words to
wear your seatbelts. Don't be speeding on this road. And they can't say that they don't speed. They've always sped on this road. It's been happening since the time I was in high school. They need to cut back that bush. They need to do a lot, and they know what they need to do, but it takes for a tragic like this to happen for them to be like they want to do something, and they should have been already did this stuff. It's, it's not going to change about what happened, so they know.
I saw you brought up a couple of gifts. I saw the Optimus Prime.
My daughter picked out those. Those were their gifts from home. I did get the balloons, but those were some of the stuff that they liked it to play with at home. So I let her pick them, and we decided to bring them out here for them.
How's your daughter doing?
She's not really understanding, because like I told you, she's on the spectrum. So it's a teaching thing for her. So that's why I really wanted to bring her out here so we can explain, like, this is where your brothers passed, and we're going to show them love at the spot that they took their last.
And I saw a lady come out and bring you the photo and the statue. If you could talk a little bit, I don't know about that.
It's beautiful. She gave me the statue, which I will probably put in my living room because it's very nice. And she drew this in regards to my boys, and it's a very nice, and I'm going to get a frame for it. And when I do my remembrance wall to add them with their grandfather, I'll add this to remember them. I love it. It's nice.
Yep. Okay. Anything else you would like to add?
No, I just want everyone to just all the negative stuff that's online, just please stop. Like, it's not gonna change what happened. What's done is done, and that's about it.
Do you know the kid? I also wanted to add, when we were here, that the driver,
I don't know
athlete,
him.
he said that they said he was super distraught and absolutely devastated.
And he probably was, and that's something he's gonna have to live with for the rest of his life. But I don't know him. Supposedly my family does, but that's a whole nother generation, and I have no ill towards him or his family. What's done is done, and that's basically all it is to that. Like, I don't wish ill on anybody, because this is what he has to live with, so the consequences. So
it's amazing to see you so strong.
I'm not strong.
I know, but
People keep saying that, but honestly, I have broke down a million times. I am not strong. What keeps me going is that I have a daughter, that I have to keep going for her, because if I crash, who's gonna take care of her?
That makes you a strong person.
Yeah,
we're looking at this saying, I'm a father of 2 boys, and to see myself kind of in that situation, for you to just
I'm not
keep looking forward, because you can't do anything else.
You can't.
It's a great response.
Yeah.
Maybe that is what happened.
Yeah, what's done is done. Like, I can't. It's not me being angry. Me being, I'm emotional because I lost my kids. I'm hurt. My kid's father is in the hospital. They lost the lady they called Mimi. It's all a tragedy that happened, is that lives have been changing forever. My daughter doesn't have her brothers that she's close, and her routine is thrown off because she's used to her brothers being home, and now it's just me and her, and she's lost. And I don't know how to comfort her because I'm lost, because I don't have my babies running through the house getting on my nerves, which now I wish they would get on my nerves.
Exactly.
I really wish. So
yeah, you mentioned social media and the negativity. It's always like he's to blame, she's to blame, and
honestly,
and
they
that's
are
not,
to blame. And I blame my baby daddy because they didn't have on their seatbelts. If I would have knew they were in the car, Charlie would have had his booster. But at the end of the day, I know my kids. They could have had on seatbelts, and they could have took them off because they were so close to home. I know my boys. So it's very possible Daddy put seatbelts on, Barry took it off, and Charlie's going to follow right behind his big brother. So I'm not going to say, what's done is done. I don't know. I wasn't there. Only God knows, and that's that.
It may have made a difference. It may not have made a difference.
It wouldn't have made a difference. Them having on their seatbelts wouldn't have made a difference of how fast he was going, and that's the end of that. I don't care what and it was a Kia Soul and a big truck, so it's not.
But just to let you know, despite those social media comments, I'm on my page. There's so many people out there praying, and I want you guys to realize, there's these negative comments, but this community's behind you guys.
Yes, I know it, and there's always going to be people that are so negative and blaming and all that. And you know what? I'm okay with the negative. It's just that you don't know what happened. No one knows what happened but God. So that's the only one that can judge anybody. Not even me, and I'm the mother that lost 2 kids. So
there's 2 GoFundMe accounts going on currently.
One is for my boys, and one is for my boy's father, and them to help him out, because
How's he doing?
He's Jeff. He's my son's father, friend, best friend.
I'm Jeff. So he's still in the hospital right now. He has at least 6 broken ribs and 2 broken sternums. He is kind of in and out of it. He's not aware of absolutely everything. I'm actually his power of attorney for medical decisions. He's worked with me for about 11 years, and he's my best friend. So he's doing okay. He was there when when Miss Gail passed away. He was able to actually get her bedside and be with her when she passed away. And then later today, he goes back into the hospital or into the surgery because they need to realign some of his broken ribs. So they're going to be doing that today at 3 o'clock. And hopefully that all goes good. He's going to have a long road to recovery physically, and then mentally. I mean, he lost everything.
Does he know? Is he aware of what?
He's aware, but he keeps calling me in the middle of the night. Like, he called me 2 o'clock last night and said, I lost my boys, you know, and he's done that for the last 2 nights. So he's kind of coming in and out, and he kind of says the same thing. So he's not 100% there yet.